all kinds of stuff. And so it is quite possibly the case this is the most important thing that's ever happened, the best thing that's ever happened, precisely because it's a lever on this single fundamental factor of intelligence, which is the thing that drives so much of everything else.
Can you steel man the case that human plus AI is not always better than human for the individual?
You may have noticed that there's a lot of smart assholes running around.
Sure. Yes.
Right. And so like it's smart. There are certain people where they get smarter, they get to be more arrogant. Right. So that, there's one huge flaw.
Although to push back on that, it might be interesting because when the intelligence is not all coming from you, but from a system, from another system, that might actually increase the amount of humility even in the assholes.
One would hope.
Yeah. Or it could make assholes more assholes.
Yeah.
That's for psychology to study.
Yeah, exactly. Another one is smart people are very convinced that they, have a more rational view of the world and that they have a easier time seeing through conspiracy theories and hoaxes and sort of crazy beliefs and all that. There's a theory in psychology, which is actually smart people. So for sure, people who aren't as smart are very susceptible to hoaxes and conspiracy theories. Yeah. But it may also be the case that the smarter you get, you become susceptible in a different way, which is you become very good at marshaling facts to fit preconceptions.
Yes.
Right? You become very, very good at assembling whatever theories and frameworks and pieces of data and graphs and charts you need to validate whatever crazy idea has got in your head. Mm-hmm. And so you're susceptible in a different way. Right?
We're all sheep, but... different colored sheep.
Some sheep are better at justifying it, right? And those are the smart sheep, right? So yeah, look, I would say this. Look, like there are no panacea. I am not a utopian. There are no panaceas in life. There are no I don't believe there are like pure positives. I'm not a transcendental kind of person like that. But so yeah, there are going to be issues. Look, smart people. Another thing maybe you could say about smart people is they are more likely to get themselves in situations that are beyond their grasp. Because they're just more confident in their ability to deal with complexity, and their eyes become bigger. Their cognitive eyes become bigger than their stomach. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you could argue those 8 different ways. Nevertheless, on net, right, clearly, overwhelmingly, again, if you just extrapolate from what we know about human intelligence, you're improving so many aspects of life if you're upgrading intelligence.
So there'll be assistance at all stages of life. So when you're younger, there's for education, all that kind of stuff, for mentorship, all of this. And later on, as you're doing work and you've developed a skill and you're having a profession, you'll have an assistant that helps you excel at that profession. So at all stages of life.
Yeah. I mean, look, the theory is augmentations. This is the Engelbart's term for it. Engelbart made this observation many, many decades ago that, basically it's like you can have this oppositional frame of technology where it's like us versus the machines. But what you really do is you use technology to augment human capabilities.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, that's how actually the economy develops. We can talk about the economic side of this, but that's actually how the economy grows, is through technology augmenting human potential. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, and then you basically have a proxy or a sort of prosthetic, so like you've got glasses, you've got a wristwatch, you've got shoes, you've got these things, you've got a personal computer, you've got a word processor, you've got Mathematica, you've got Google. This is the latest, viewed through that lens. The AI is the latest in a long series of basically augmentation methods to be able to raise human capabilities. It's just this one is the most powerful one of all because this is the one that goes directly to what they call fluid intelligence, mm-hmm. which is IQ.
Well, there's 2 categories of folks that you outline that worry about or highlight the risk